Welcome, Namaste. Today we're going to do some weight work and chair yoga for those who are a little bit less mobile. We'll add a little bit of standing balance work at the end, and you can give that a try if you think you're able to do it. So beginning with the weight work, you can use weights, light weights if you happen to have them, and if not, you can just use some water bottles. So I'll use the water bottles today. So we'll start by sitting nice and straight in our chair. The best chair would be to have one that has a back to it so that we can use that later on. And then with your shoulders rolled back and then pulling your tummy in tight, hold your weights in your hands so that your palms are facing upward. And now we're going to do some bicep curls. We'll start with 5 bicep curls. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now drop the weights and we're going to work on our deltoids a little bit. So we will lift our arms for a count of 5. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bringing your weights back to center. We're going to lift our weights and have them so that they're touching our shoulders. And then you can turn them so that your wrists are in line with your legs. And let's go straight up from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then take one of your weights in both hands and holding it in both hands, kind of drop it behind you. Stretching open the chest. You can lift your chin up, have your lips together, and then come to center. Okay, we're going to take a break with the arms now. So give your arms a shake, and we're going to work a little bit on the legs. So with your left leg, you can begin to raise it, and we're going to raise it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, if that was too fast for you or too many, you just modify according to what your body can handle. So back to our weights. And we'll do 5 bicep curls again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then drop your arms to the side. Remember to have your tummy in tight and your shoulders back. So we'll work on our deltoids again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your weights to your shoulders. Let's go straight up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take one of your weights in both hands and drop it behind you. Raise your chin up a little bit. Lips together, stretching open your chest. And back to our legs. So this time we'll take the other leg and we're going to raise it 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And back to our weights again. So grabbing your weights. Shoulders back, tummy in tight. Let's do 5 bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop them to your sides, deltoids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now bring your weights to your shoulders. This time what we're going to do is squeeze our shoulder blades together and then go up from there. Ready? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take one of those weights, drop it behind you so we're all done. But we're going to work on our legs one more time. So this time we're going to raise both our legs at the same time. So just stop when you feel that you had enough, but I'm going to raise my legs for 10. So I'm going to hold onto the sides of my chair, and together I'm going to raise the legs up. So try it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10, and we are done. So let's just give it a shake and a twist. So what is really handy to have if you happen to have a stocking or nylons, it works really well for a little bit of pranayama, just to catch our breath. So if you do not have a stretchy band or nylons or a stocking, just bring your arms up and around without them. So what we're going to do is breathe in, holding our stretchy band taut. In through the nose, we're coming up and around. And then come back forward, exhaling. Let's try that again. Breathing in, bring it up, around, behind you. And if you can't come all the way down, you could do that. Exhaling, come forward. Okay, we are ready to start our yoga class. So, we want to come to the present moment. So we will use our Tibetan bowl to help us come to the present moment. We'll be listening to the ringing of that bowl with our eyes closed. So just listen. And now place one hand on the heart, the other under the abdomen. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Last one. And then give it a shake, your arms and your hands. And then reach behind your neck if you can. Give your neck a squeeze and your shoulders a squeeze just to relax yourself a bit. Shake it out. Place one hand on top of the head. Draw your ear to your shoulder. And place the other hand now on top of the head and draw the other ear to your shoulder. And come to center. We're going to roll our shoulders back so our chest is open and drop the head back, lips together. So you're really opening up the chest. Come to center, interlace the fingers now behind the head and draw your chin into your chest. And come to center. So now we're going to do a seated twist. So we're going to give you different options how to do it. If you happen to have a chair with the back, you can sit all the way back on your chair and bring your arm over the back of the chair and hang it there. If you do not have a back to your chair or your arm cannot make that movement, just grab the side of your chair. Take the other hand, bring it outside of the knee. And we're just going to gently and slowly squeeze and twist. So we're squeezing abdomen, and we're twisting. But first we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale everything through the mouth. Squeeze and twist. So your arm could be over that chair. If you feel this is too easy and you would like to challenge yourself more, you could even have your leg crossed over the other one and then be squeezing and twisting. Slowly unwind, coming back to center. So let's try that on the other side. So you can either grab the chair at the side, bring your hand outside of the opposite leg and squeeze and twist from there, or drop that arm behind your chair back and squeeze and twist, or take that leg and cross it over and then squeeze and twist. So before you squeeze and twist, let's take a deep breath here. In through the nose. Exhale everything. Slowly squeeze and twist. Don't over twist. You can still be breathing in your twist. And what you're doing here is detoxifying your internal organs by squeezing out the old oxygen. Now slowly and carefully unwind, coming back to center. So now drop your chin to your chest and roll your head to one side. Bring your head back to center, roll your head to the other side. Bring your head back to center. Let's do it again, one more time on each side. One side and then the other side. And then come back to center. Now we're going to roll the shoulders. So let's squeeze those shoulder blades together as your arms come back, and then spread your shoulder blades apart as they come forward. Making big circular motion with your elbows. And then change direction. One more time. Good. Place one hand on the chair beside you. Stretch the other arm up. Gaze upwards if you can. And the other side. And back down. So now we're going to work on our feet a little bit. So extend one leg and point the toes. Now flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. Now circle your foot. Change direction. And bring that leg in. Let's do the other leg. If you can't raise your leg as far as me, that's fine. Do it down low. So raising the other leg, point the toes, flex the foot. Point and flex. Point and flex. One more time. Point and flex. Now circle the foot. This is so important to have your circulation moving in your feet. Change direction. And draw it in. Now open up the arms nice and wide. Spread your fingers open wide and begin to circle your arms. Getting bigger and bigger. And then smaller and smaller. And then pause and stretch. And the other way, if you can do it, if your arms can hold out, keep going, getting bigger and bigger. And then smaller and smaller. Pause pause and stretch and shake it out. See if you can grab one of your elbows with your other hand and give a little stretch to one side. And then the other side. Come back to center. Extend your arms in front of you. Make fists and then circle your fists. And change direction. And shake it out. That was a lot of work on the arms. So we're going to move on to our sun salutation. So we're going to try and do a sun salutation from the chair. So what we're going to do is turn so that we're on our chairs sideways. You take it to the level that you feel you can handle, right? Okay, so taking a deep breath in, stretch your arms up, exhale and fold forward. And then come to center. Let's do that again. Deep breath in, stretch up, exhale and fold forward. And come to center. So now we're going to go into a warrior one position. If you can't manage the warrior one, then just raise your arms up from this position and hold it. If you think you can do warrior one, come closer to the edge of the chair. Drop your outside leg and stretch it behind you. And then bring your arms up to warrior one arms, gazing upwards if you can. And then we're going to open the arms up and come into a warrior two on the chair. Come back to warrior one arms. And then bring your leg in. And then we're going to turn to the other side. So breathing in, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come to center. So we're going to come into that warrior one if you can do it. If not, just keep your arms up. So you'll have to move to the edge of the chair so that you can drop that outside leg back and then stretch it as far back as it will go. Arms up, stretch for your warrior one. Gazing upwards if you can do it. And then we're going to open our arms up, coming into a warrior two. You can gaze over your front fingertips if you can manage that. And then bring your leg back in. And come back to center. Take a deep breath and stretch up. Exhale, fold forward. And come to center. So now we're going to do cat and cow. We call it cat and cow. We're arching the back one way and then the other way. So you can either have your hands on the sides of your chair, holding tight there, or place your hands on your knees. So I'm going to hold the chair. Taking a deep breath in, push your stomach forward, drop your head back, lips together. This is your cow. Exhale, draw back, tuck your chin in. This is your cat. Inhale, come back to cow, pushing your chest out, dropping your head back. Exhale, come back to a cat, drawing back, tucking the chin in. Inhale for your last cow, pushing forwards, dropping the head back. Exhale for your last cat, drawing back, tucking the chin in. And come back to center. So we are ready for a small moon salutation. So for moon salutation, take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up, interlace your fingers, and then stretch the arms up. Tilt to one side. You can look forward or look up. This is your crescent moon. And come to center. We're going to do that on the other side. So tilt the other way and look up if you can. Come to center, open into star arms, and then come into the edge of your chair, open your legs up into a star if you can manage that. Now bend your arms so that they're at a 90-degree angle. Bring your legs in so that they're hip distance apart. And then open your feet up for goddess position. Now bring your hands to the inside of your knees and press your knees open for your hip opener or garland pose. If this is maybe too simple for you and you want to try something a little bit more challenging for the hip opener, instead bring one foot on top of the other knee and then press the opposite knee down and hold it there. Otherwise, stay in your garland pose. And release if you're doing this way. And switch legs. And release. Coming to center. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms all the way up, exhale and fold forward. And come to center. So now we're going to work on our balance a little bit. So if you can do it, if you can stand up and place your hands on the back of your chair. And we're going to work on the balance by taking one of our legs and stepping it back, toes on the ground. Now, if that's challenging enough for you, stay right there. But if you can take it to the next level, release your opposite arm and stretch it out. If you're good there and you want to try to challenge your balance further, begin to try to release the other arm and see if you can hold it. Maybe even stretch both arms out. And then come back to center. So let's try that on the other side. Step the other leg back, toes on the ground. Outstretch your opposite arm if you can do it. Then begin to raise the other arm off the back of the chair until you feel like maybe you can stretch both arms out. If you can't yet, don't worry, it will come in time. And then release, give it all a shake. You can twist it out. We're going to do one more balancing exercise, and similar but a little bit more challenging. So with the opposite leg, bend it and raise it off the ground. Can you do that? If you can do that, give it a try. And take your opposite arm, stretch it out. If you're good there and you want to challenge yourself further, just begin to raise your other arm off the chair. And if you can do it, maybe even stretch both arms out. And bring it down. So let's try the other side. Raising the other leg up so it's bent, sort of at a 90-degree angle. stretch out the opposite arm. And then maybe you want to begin to try to raise the other arm off the back of the chair. And then stretch both arms out if you can do it. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just hang on to the back of the chair. It takes time, but you'll get your balance eventually. And bring it down. And so we are done for today. Thank you for joining me. From my heart to yours, namaste.